let's say 4 years ago, I had some experiences when I was traveling in Australia that completely changed my life, and sort of revealed to me that I had to paint, and it didn't make logical sense at the time, but I just began, and I had already been drawing since I was a kid, but never had the courage to kind of say, yeah, I want to paint. And all of a sudden I found myself painting, and as soon as that began, kind of experiencing that everything in my life just started to support me and to encourage me, not necessarily in like a tangible physical way. It's just like in my mind also. It's like, this is it. I had no doubt. And it wasn't even a question about how am I going to do this. It's like, well, I'm doing this. And I come from a family of artists. My granddad was an artist, and my grandma was a painter also. And but again, like for the first 26 years of my life, I never thought anything of it. But now looking back, I can see how some experiences I had as a kid, and just being in an environment where there was always art, there was always paintings around, it's probably stimulated my creativity, although I wasn't like fully aware of it. Before Australia, I wasn't painting, and I was studying in Denmark. I was studying philosophy at university, and it was too intellectual, and I wanted to do something. So I had this idea that I wonder what's going to happen if I go somewhere with no plan and just let life sort of take me where I need to be. And I arrived in Australia, and things just started, opportunities started arising, and I found myself in a space where I had to create for myself. It's been pretty challenging coming back, because all of a sudden I'm meeting, well, first of all, family, which is lovely, and old friends, but I'm stepping into all these old roles, and I kind of feel like it's very easy to slip back into those old ways of being, and that's the challenge for me now, to sort of, I guess, meet myself halfway. You know, I experienced so much traveling, and now I'm coming back to my home and where I grew up, and so how does that look? It's kind of like I have to start over again, but now I have some new tools and some skills I've picked up from traveling that I know can sort of carry me, and I trust it, you know, with my life. It is my life. So, and it's been pretty rapid growth since I began, like wild way I've expanded my skills, and the next step seems to be learning to sort of pass it on to, I meet people who want to learn to paint, and so I guess, like, I don't really like the word teaching, but how can I facilitate and help others to tap into their own creativity, and because I've gone through that process, and it's never ending, so it's always going to keep growing. I guess what really inspires me to keep going is like kind of the mystery of it, like continuously stepping into what appears as to be the unknown, that which is a little bit frightening, and actually the idea of being able to do this and sustain myself financially, and it's a little bit frightening, because there is a frightening element to success, I think, and because then I kind of have to give up the story of being the struggling artist, and but yeah, we see. So, but I've getting so much positive feedback, like from everyone, you know, like sharing it with my family here in Denmark has been very special. Like, they've seen photos, but to actually see the real paintings and it really has an impact. I can see, like, on an emotional level, it really touches people, and that touches me and inspires me to keep going. And I've always loved music, like, it's been a massive part of my life. They inspire each other, you know. I can work on a painting that is bringing some sort of emotion up in me, and if I sit, you know, to take a break from the painting sometimes, I sit back and I play my guitar, and I just sit and I look at the painting, and I just play, and I play and I play to sort of get myself in this flow. I want to do both. I've been in this process of when music started coming into my life and taking up maybe with the same sort of fire that painting emerged in my life, this kind of like exciting energy,